age during a cold January. Nació en la bella y agitada capital parisina, descubrió su lápiz a temprana edad durante un frío enero. From Paris to Brussels, he arrived in Italy, in the area of Monte Argentario, where for a period of time he felt the air under his feet, Porto Santo Stefano, which will become his home for over 20 years. De París a Bruselas llegó a Italia, en la zona de Monte Argentario, donde por un periodo de tiempo sintió la tierra bajo sus pies. Porto Santo Stefano se convertiría así en su hogar por más de 20 años. As a child, he could breathe an international air and live unique experiences that he reported in the following years in his stories and also, I think, in this book. Como niño respiró un aire internacional y vivió experiencias únicas que se reportan en los años siguientes en sus historias y personalmente creo que también las refleja en este libro. Traveling the world, crossing oceans, has always been a great passion for him, which later transformed into a job. Viajando por el mundo, cruzando océanos, ha sido siempre una gran pasión para él que más tarde se transformó en un trabajo. Y él va sentando la cabeza. So, if he says yes, I think it's true. I hope so. About 10 years ago, driving by the following quote, "There is no place in the world that cannot be reached," he decided to move to United States, Miami, la capital del sol, where we are hot right now. If someone wants to use some paper to give some air, it's okay, don't worry about it. Hace 10 años, siguiendo la frase siguiente, no hay lugar en el mundo que no se puede llegar, decidió trasladarse a Estados Unidos, en Miami, en la capital del sol, donde los colores y por supuesto el clima tropical hacen que la escritura tome vida, forma permanentemente y también calor. So, mucho calor. And also I want to thank the presence of the media that is here tonight, antena305.com, where I think they're streaming live right now everything, so if you have any parents anywhere in the world, they can watch us right now and also tomorrow because they will record it for tomorrow too. So thank you so much for Antena 305 por estar aquí. The Unseen Scholar of 40s is a special book because it's the first book of Marc and Maggio. And in this book, we will also find the colors of a gentleman, details, elegance, and for me, they are the colors of Marc of Maggio. Los colores invisibles de la década de los 40, más o menos, es la traducción de este libro, del título de este libro. Y en este libro también vamos a encontrar los colores de un caballero, del detalle, de la elegancia, los colores de Marc y Maggio para mí. Colores pocos vistos en esta época o escasos. Because gentleman on this era is like weird to see. So, historical novels set largely in Italy, in southern Tuscany, in the area of Monte Argentario. It tells vicissitudes of a small village during the Second World War, the love toward the seas, the boats, and the beautiful Eneridy. It tells the story of the young shipwright Atanasio and of the sailor Elpidio, all narrated by John Saviano by reading a notebook. Novela histórica, establecido en gran parte en Italia, en el sur de Toscana, en la zona de Monte Argentario. Narra las vicisitudes de un pueblo durante la Segunda Guerra Mundial, el amor hacia el mar, sus barcos y la bella Enéride. Cuenta la historia del joven Atanasio y del marinero Elpidio, todo narrado por otro joven, Saviano, mediante la lectura de un diario. And at this moment also I wanna make a little break to ask Mr. Cristina if she can come here and talk a little bit about Hospital Di Maggio, because Hospital Di Maggio is very special. You treat children.
Plus it carries the name of the famous baseball player.
And you support this book also. I want to give you the microphone to talk a little bit about it.
Thank you. Actually, I will speak in English. I'll be happy to speak in Spanish, but I will spare you my Italian. Sure. It's really an honor to be here tonight for several reasons. To represent Joe DiMaggio, to meet Marc, and to be here at Books and Books. I would never pass up that opportunity to be here and and what Mitch Kaplan has done for the community, so it's really an honor. Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital has been around for over 2 decades. It services Broward County children as well as Palm Beach County children and North Miami-Dade. We have...
Why do you support this book?
Why? Well, not he's supporting our hospital.
Okay,
He's supporting. We'll promote it, but he has decided to give the proceeds of the fundraising of the proceeds of the book to help the hospital, and it is very meaningful because Children's Hospital is a community hospital. It's actually part of Memorial Healthcare System, which is basically the Jackson of the North. We all know Jackson Hospital. No one is ever turned away. Last year, we offered close to $1 billion in medical care to individuals who cannot pay for it. So his money is helping support what children cannot normally have, and it really means the world to us. So thank you.
That's the other color of this gentleman. That's a good one. And also body deep in underlines, not only by the style, but also by the message inherent in the book, the discovery of the color never before seen of the 40s. So, esto es los colores no vistos de los 40, una profundidad poética, se destaca no solo por el estilo, sino también por el mensaje inherente en el libro, que el descubrimiento de los colores nunca antes vistos de la época de los 40. Now, my friend, we have to talk. It's your turn. And I think that most of the people, I don't know if everybody have read it, already read this book, or if you want to read it, but I want to know what inspired you, really, to write this book.
Well, thank you very much. Very glad to be here. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous because my English is not really perfect, so I hope you can understand me.
I can translate in English, but not Italian.
I will try in English, but it's okay. Well, it's a good question because who inspired this book? Inside the book we have a picture. It's the only one I decided to put inside. Is old picture is white and black, and practically when I'm watching this picture, I'm asking myself, where is the color of this picture? Where is the color everywhere? So I'm asking myself, well, I can see the color, and I know they have color in these times because you talk about the 40s. And asking to the old people, a lot of them, they told me, you know what? Yes, we have color, but you can see because of another epoca, auto technology, but somebody else just told me, you know, Mark, you didn't see the color because you don't want to see the colors. So that was the point I decided, you know, to start to write a story, for some to step. I'm sorry if I have some mistakes. My grammar in English is not really good, but I'm trying to explain something. So, yes, the only way for me to understand the colors in this teeny village, it was to start to write a story. So, start a story, my village, my people, my story, my sea, my boats, everything. So, that was my inspiration, yes.
Can you read a little bit of this book?
In Italian, English, Spanish?
In Italian.
Oh.
I will try to translate in English, so let's see how it is.
Ok. In essa ritrovavo un attimo di pace dove i rumori di un paese non potevano in alcun modo essere ritratti in una foto, se non tramite le parole di chi le aveva vissute per raccontarle. Esiste un borgo marinario sulla costa orientale dell'Argentario che rimane antico non solo nelle foto ma anche nei ricordi di chi oggi naviga i colori di quelle immagini stampate e li racconta ai pochi interessati.
Esto es un pedacito, this is a little bit, it's a bite of this book, in order to see how this man writes and the feelings, and maybe it's like, I don't know, suspense. You can give you a little suspense that why, you say, by looking at it, it was possible for me to find again a section of peace where the noises of the town couldn't be pictured in a photograph. It's not through the words of the who live there to tell them. Esto es un pequeño pedacito de este libro para los que no han leído y es un pequeño paréntesis con suspenso para que tomen nota y quizás se enamoren poquito a poquito de este libro, donde hay una historia de amor, donde se habla de una época que nosotros no vivimos, pero quizás sí nos inspiró. ¿Cómo fue la elección del título del libro? Because the title of a book, it's a difficult thing. It's not everybody catch at the first moment what is the title of a book. How do you do?
Well, that's the point. I met you some days ago, and I take an example. No? So for me, of course, you are a beautiful woman. You are a beautiful woman, but you are white and black because I don't know you. They are nice colors, of course, white and black, but I don't know nothing about you or the city or something like that. And when you start to know the people like you now, I have different colors. You have red tonight, but you have green, everything. So I know what you like. I know something about you more and more. So when I start to write my story, I start to understand the colors of Port Santo Stefano, Montegentario, different colors, because I start to understand the story in different way. I start to interview the people, the old people, so they told me something I never heard to myself, so they are different colors. So that's why I put this title, The Dancing Colors of the Forest.
It is the energy of the town, the people. It's how can you perceive someone in a determined situation?
Well, when you speak with these people, especially the old people, but some of the young people are in a different way, but the old people, they suffer the war, the poverty, everything, but they are all the time so happy to explain you something, so happy to teach you everything, so happy to tell you everything, so they teach me everything about the sea of the war, everything. So my life it was in the boat, in the sea, with everything. So I love these people, especially the old people, for this reason, because they have a different energy. We are too young, we can understand sometimes, but it's different now because the old people in these times, they have the war in your memories. They have a lot of things. I can tell you some anecdote. When I asked a woman, tell me about the love, and she told me, you know what, the love is something special, but I don't know really what is the love. Because
Valentina.
You're not talking about that.
But she told me, you know what, I use it to love my husband. So I don't really understand what she said to me, but when I start to write my book, I understand. So they were so poor, so they try to help each other, every people. So they put sometimes you have to marry that guy, you have to marry that woman. So they used to stay together their whole life. So they never divorce, they never separate. So they stay together all the time, so whole life. That's the core of the love for me, for this book.
What was the hardest thing to write this book? And if you do a lot of correction, how much take you out of the book that you wish could be inside?
Well, it's hard and the sample in meantime for me, because when I start to write, when I decide to write, something in myself start. I'm right. So I have a discipline on my head. I'm take a notebook, a pencil, and start to write. And I have to complete totally the notebook. Nothing has to be white, or everything has to be white. But I put my ideas, I put my memories inside this notebook, so I never stop. I go, that's it. The real job starts when I have to put my job after 1 year or 6 months in the computer. So that moment I start to write my book. Because of course I need to take out something, I need to put more. So I have to revision, no? I need to correct everything. So yes, this art is not hard. It's for me something simple sometimes, but because probably I love to do that. So I don't know.
You go with the flow.
The flow?
The flow. You go, come back con la corriente. And you're also a little old-fashioned. You write a notebook and then computer. A little hard.
That was the original title. The old-fashioned. You know what? We are old-fashioned. That was the original title.
I like it, even better. But also, I know that this book already sold in Italy, so I want to know the reaction from people there, how they react when they saw the book. Did you receive any comments?
Oh yes, immediately. That was my energy, because the day after, when I started to start the book in Santo Stefano, the people sent me 1,000 messages. And especially the old people, because they told me, wow, Marc, you just explained what's really happening, what's really we feel in this moment. And somebody asked me how you can do that. And it was simple for me, because many people, the old people, they explained me for all my life what's really happened. And my best teacher was my grandfather. Of course, he's died, of course, many years ago, but he did the war, he was a seaman, so he explained everything. So for me, it was not so complicated. And yes, the people from Santo Stefano, they call me every day today, Sam, and they tell me, Marc, you explained very well what's really happened there. So, and for me, it's very important that, because my two mentors, of course, they are mentors for me, but I wish to be like them, is one is Oriana Fallaci, and one is Ewing Stone. So when I'm reading these books from them, they explain everything since you are in the book. So that's why I want to, my target, no? That's why.
And how do you choose the name of the characters? Because Italy has so many names. Enzo, Franco. Why these different names?
Well, I love this question, thank you. Because these names, they are the old name from Santo Stefano. Old people, Atanasio, Eneride, and Elpidio. I love these names. Sabiano is a little bit more young. I love his name. That's the original name from Santo Stefano. And I don't know exactly if it's from there, but yes, there's used a lot in these times, in the 40s. So I decided if I need to write a book during the Second War, I need to put the name of the Second War, no different name.
What is the message of this book that you want that people that read it take it?
Well, my message is, like the title, The Ancient Color of the 40s. If you meet somebody, if you read a book, you can understand much better. If you have patience and take your time, you can understand much better the message of the author or everything. So my message, I talk about the little teeny village in Tuscany. So I wish the people want to know this part of Tuscany, because it's not really the people don't go. The people can understand that, but for me it's a love story. And for me, I'm a seaman, and I meet a lot of people like love the sea. So it's impossible we don't have a love story. It's impossible. And of course, the seamen, we have other people, tough people, but we have love people too. So we love the woman, we love the love story, we love the sea, we love everything. We are poetic. So when I was in the ocean, because I did in my career, I passed I think like 8 years in the big ship. So I left my home like in November and back home like in April. So I was like 65 days in the ocean without nothing, nobody. So you have to be you read, you accept everything. So you have to love the sea, you have to love the seabird, everything. So you can don't love.
If anyone wanted to do questions, it's the moment. So raise a hand. Your name?
My name is AV. I called you video. Okay, the question is, what is your biggest surprise from the reaction? You said that you got 1,000 emails, and the reaction of people to your book, and especially when you give them live presentations like this. And how does it resemble the times that you spend at sea dealing with people?
Well, my first surprise is what the people say about me, about my project. It seems the people love it, so that's for me it was at first surprised because you can write, you love what you're doing, but when the people start to say, you know what, I love what you say, I love your message, I love how you write, you have your style, you have this deep message, poetic message, stoic message, tough message, everything. So for me, it's the first target. So, and I don't expect that sincerely. I just expect, you know what, I want to write, I want to put my word in the page, so I want to publish. And now, in the last 2 months, everything changed because for me it's all new. Be here, I'm so lucky because with Paola, we joined Maggio Hospital. But the first thing is now I'm here with my book, and the people say what I'm saying before. So Marc, you just explain what's really happening in these times, and that for me is a surprise, yes, but for me it's the best compliment somebody can do to me.
Who will make another question? No one else? Don't be shy. Okay, if someone went, I think that this is the beginning of a beautiful author career, and I hope to read more books about you, writing for you. But if someone wants to write about you, what do you think will be your colors?
Double question, because
No tenía que ser difícil.
yeah, that's really hard. Well, I think if I was of a woman, I can tell it's a rainbow because for me it's all colors. For me, well, I want to back. I'm the dancing color of the 40s.
Black and white?
Black and white.
Oh, Valentina. Sorry. Well, I think this is everything. I don't know if you want to say something else, but I want to thank you because this is a great opportunity. I think it's an awesome book, and I wish you the best with this because I think it's the beginning of a huge career. And also I want to thank you everybody else who shared with us this special evening and this charming book, because for me it's the magic every single letter in this book. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you everybody here, of course, for your time. I want to say thank you to Jody Maggio Children's Hospital Foundation. I'm very happy for that. I want to say thank you to you, Paola. I'm really appreciate your time. I'm so lucky, I know. I want to say thank you to Valentino, all my friends, Fabiola. So, thank you the life. So I love that.
Thank you, everybody. And also, if you want to travel in time, we have a little space from Italy there. Some wine and something to eat, so share it. And of course, if you want an autograph, Marc, we will sign your book personally. This is his job today.
Entrevistarlo. Paulita, estamos en vivo. Estamos en vivo en Antena 305.
Marc, felicitaciones. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Mucho mejor ahora que puedo hablar en español. No, me siento muy bien, me siento agradecido ser correcto. Y por muchas razones, bueno, varios sueños, estar aquí, estoy haciendo el sueño en book. Y una de las cosas más importantes, que puedo compartir esto con mucha gente, y que Paula está conmigo para mi primera vez, para mí es buena suerte, entonces eso va para mí a ser un recuerdo increíble.
Y para la tierra, para Italia, ¿qué le dices? En puro italiano, ¿qué le dices?
Que le sigo, ¿no? Estoy hablando español.
No, pero fue italiano.
Sí.